The fuck? What kind of world am I living in? Oh.
You're living in the world's most fucked up state ever.
Am I really?
Yeah.
It's the Chris. It's the man.
The man.
It's a knockoff Max Verstappen.
A knockoff Max Verstappen?
Wait, what?
You know what? Okay. Ari said I look like Pierre Gasly. You do.
You kind of do.
No, I don't. My friend Kayla says I do. I'm pretty sure Marley says I did.
You do. And who is this person?
Hola.
That's all you can say is just hola.
I don't know.
¿Cómo estás?
Viene tú? Viene tú?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Bridget.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here along with
Bridget Wolf.
Winnie ES. SBC Kanasa, what's up?
and we are here in Sharon, South Carolina, next to another over-filmed Thunderbolt
Really?
that
'Cause I've never
kids
seen
foam
this.
over. You've never seen it?
I've never seen this Thunderbolt.
Until now, the kiddies foam over it, and it's disgusting.
I've seen it before.
Watch some
Me
other
and-
kids pull up into it.
Me and-
Oh, of course. They probably will, and then they'll run into this guy. Great.
I'm pretty sure out of all the people here, they want to see you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Luke recorded it, and me and Brandon recorded back and forth.
We're like,
Or
if they
no,
get too close, I got bear spray.
Yes, use the mace, this thing,
the stunner. It's a breath spray.
Breath spray my butt.
What the hell, bro? We already got some people looking at us, fam.
Breath spray of death.
No, the breath spray of doom.
There you go.
Anyways, yes, we are. We're all adults trapped in. We're all children inside adult bodies.
Rip and tear until it is done.
Typically.
Oh God, what did you just say?
Rip and tear until it is done. He's like, I'm out.
No, I'm just getting my ER310.
And the laugh comes out again.
So I just want to check this out.
Frank, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm looking at Sharon, South Carolina.
Sharon is here. There's Sharon.
What's over there though? Sharon.
Sharon. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Sharon, your pizza's here.
I've come to the conclusion that over there's just ghetto.
In the ghetto.
It's basically East Point in a nutshell.
But anyways, guys, we have the Championship 4. Some next-gen cars and some new radios, along with the Chris wearing his Denham sunglasses. Because she pisses when she boards. Sometimes she sharks.
I'm going home. Good night. No, bye.
Good night, everybody.
Wait, how am I gonna get home? Never mind.
What do you mean you're not?
Get over here. He drove me. Get over here. Stay. There's no way. Hit
Hey,
gas.
the fire chief.
Oh shit.
That's his blue truck. I think that might be him. Wait, I think that might be him. It must be. But anyways, while he goes over and bothers the fire chief, because he's inconsistent. No. Anyways, we have a radio here that we're going to be reviewing, and it looks like somebody is going to be a part of it for the first time. She knew it existed.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm proud to say, Frank, thank you for bringing me this opportunity to say the following. In this episode of Radio Reviews, we're going to be taking a look at the radio that is a clear ripoff of something that we reviewed back in Season 2. And that is the Jensen JEP-725.
That's a toy.
Okay, the Jensen JEP-725. And as I said, it looks like a ripoff of something that was Yes.
My bad. I did that.
But it looks like something that was reviewed in season 2.
Season 2, that was 1.
Doesn't it? Look what the hell they have done here. So,
Before we get into the actual review, I would like to say this thing isn't that bad.
we'll see about that.
The backlight's better.
Well, obviously, look at this. Absolutely noticeable difference. But anyways, so. We're gonna get into it. What time is it? 11:02. 11:04. Oh, okay. So let's get to it. The Jensen JEP-725. This radio is basically a copycat of the SEMA First Alert SFA 1150. It's exactly the same fucking thing. It's literally the same goddamn thing.
First alert, not the SEMA First Alert.
No, the Spectra First Alert. Yes, thank you for correcting me on that. But yeah, it's literally the same goddamn thing, except it's with a red ring instead of a clear one. So, let's take a look at the facts. This radio got rid of SAME, got rid of the sirens, got rid of the clear ring with tricolor LEDs. Only has one LED now, red. This one still has all 3 LEDs, all the sirens. This has AM, aux, and FM. This also has AM, aux, and FM. This has a much better backlight. This one does not. This one looks slightly sleeker, but so does this. The antenna on the First Alert has got big dick syndrome. The Jensen doesn't. And most importantly, they seem to have lost all creativity known to man, because they literally just copy-pasted it. And get this, we got to deal with this for the next hour or so.
Hey, guess what? I have a comparison. Federal Signal, Darley.
Oh my God. Oh. Federal Signal and Darley. That's exactly what it is. So, huh?
No, wait, he's gonna probably wait out for just a little bit until Luke gets here.
So it's a go?
Yeah, it's a go. We have to wait until Luke gets here.
Okay.
So Luke is basically our scapegoat.
And hey, if he tests it early enough, we can go to the wheeling. Yeah. This might not be too bad after all.
Yeah.
So until Luke gets here, let's go ahead and get into the first feature.
Sport can go.
The Siren. Do you have a video of the Siren?
I do not, but Mitchell and Holly do.
Well, why don't we take a look at that video real quick? Shall we?
What are your thoughts? Mitchell, what are your thoughts?
Oh God.
Oh my god. What are your thoughts?
I really like it. I'm done. I'm gonna have a talk with him after this. If I ever see him again, I'm gonna have a. Okay. All banter aside, the Siren is not. It's not that bad compared to this. Oh, I don't know. If I can.
See.
Yeah, I can't even see.
That's the one.
I can't even see, but hey.
There we go.
Bling bling banana phone.
It does sound like a phone ringing.
It kind of does, but
don't say that.
Feeling so appealing.
oh my God.
Hey, don't mention telephones.
Hey, look at Daewoo Lanos. It's a dirty boy too.
The hell it is a Daewoo.
It's a Daewoo, not Daewoo.
Daewoo.
This is my radio.
I would like to give in a quick insight. It's not that bad.
Okay, I can agree with that.
It'll probably wake you up, but it's
Yes, it
not,
will.
It's not loud. It's not loud.
But here's the thing, why does it activate more than one time?
I'll tell you why. Because this thing, when it goes over 1050, I can confirm this because I got multiple weeklies and I've self-activated this many times. It self-activates. Oh, it doesn't self-activate. It activates twice.
Excuse me.
Good lord.
I got that on camera. But
Look
yeah.
what you did to my Diet Coke. Look what the fuck you did to it.
Oh my god!
He's possessing some supernatural abilities that cannot be described at this time.
Either that or I blew it over with my belt.
You probably did, Bridget. But anyways, you were saying?
I was saying, this thing, after the 1050 hertz finishes, will activate again. That's because Jensen has decided to make the threshold for the 1050 detect much later than you'd expect it. About 1 or 2 seconds in. Unlike the, say, for example, the WR11 or ER102, they activate pretty quickly and stop. This thing has a pretty long siren too. The sound file in this thing, it's around 6 or 7 seconds. And so, with the NWR 1050 being about 9 seconds, it'll detect the last few seconds of the 1050 on NWR and activate twice. So, when this thing is saying the National Weather Service in blah blah office has issued a blah blah warning, you won't hear what warning it is.
Because it activates again.
Yep, it activates again.
I think it's annoying.
It can be. It is annoying.
For someone that's just getting this radio, it's probably not the best radio to have.
But you can just stop the siren immediately by pressing the snooze button, right?
That is true. You can do that, but if you don't want to do that,
Well, just make sure to do that at least if you don't want to hear the siren go off twice.
But for a collector, this isn't that terrible because it's still probably going to be one of the only radios other than the ER series still going off for 1050. That thing doesn't have a shut-off switch. It'll just keep going.
Well, it does. You just have to press the flashlight button.
Yeah, but it doesn't shut off automatically.
No, not automatically.
Something I hate.
You're not Silver the Hedgehog.
Bro, what the hell is this guy doing?
I don't sporking know.
Anyways, so we got that out of the way. Now we're gonna get into the next feature, or rather, a comparison between these two models, because this one is getting rare now.
It's already rare.
This one is more common now. So, if you happen to have both of these radios like I have right here, let's take a look at some of the comparisons between the two individual models from split opposite companies. Okay, the comparison of the Jensen JEP-725 and the Spectra First Alert SFA-1150. So let's start with the Jensen first. So the Jensen has the Jensen logo up top, the speaker, and the NOAA Weather Radio logo. It has the same layout of buttons as the First Alert does. It has a dimmer button, a memory button, a tune down, tune up, volume down, volume up, and source, and the snooze sleep button, which also turns on the display. It has this rather nice candy red looking alert light.
I actually like that.
Yeah,
That's
that.
my tail.
Yes, it kind of does actually, Bridget. It kind of does. Whereas on the First Alert,
It's white.
yes, it's clear. The First Alert, the NOAA Weather Radio logo is moved up from the Jensen. Instead of being above the power button, it's above the First Alert logo, which is above the power button. You have your warning, watch, and advisory light up top, which lights up along with the light ring. And also you have menu, select, tune down, tune up, volume down, volume up, power/mode, and the snooze message button. The displays are entirely different too. This one, you can't even see that one that well, but actually, no, that's a better one. On this one, the display on the First Alert is very, very dim. You can barely make out what you're trying to read. And clearly, it has its own set of issues. So we have this one here with same capabilities, obviously, because it has a scroll on the bottom. Whereas the Jensen completely omitted that because it's only 1050 hertz activated. This thing does not even have a menu for programming.
It does.
Well, it kind of does. But this one is a lot more detailed in terms of programming than it is with this because it has same. This is only 1050 hertz.
Yep.
That's the biggest difference between the two. Not only is it the biggest difference in terms of looks with the light ring and all that stuff, it doesn't have SAME like the First Alert does. And the First Alert doesn't just have 1050 hertz like the Jensen does. The antennas are different too. The Jensen is a shorter antenna, while the first alert is a chunkier and taller antenna.
It looks like the WR100 antenna.
It kind of does. It's only taller by about 2 pieces, including the dome. The sides are no different. Bless you.
Thank you.
The sides are no different. You have your antenna holder on the exact same sides. And you also have your antenna support brackets. Also, right here. You can see it has auxiliary input and the power jack right there, which displays the milliamp amount, as does this. But here's the thing about the Jensen that I noticed. On the back here, this just shows auxiliary in and AC 6 volt 200 milliamps. That's all it shows, but on the first alert, not that this matters, it shows 400 milliamps and center positive on the bottom of it. Auxiliary input is also there, but that's literally the only difference cosmetic-wise. On the side, you got nothing really. And if I put the antennas down so I don't bend them while I'm flipping them upside down just to take another closer look at it, obviously the sirens are different.
Here's the thing. This thing is kind of a struggle to... Yeah, I was just about to do that.
Yeah, you gotta put it underneath this, which is... and then it just snaps into place. Now, let's see the bottom of it real quick. So, the bottom looks rather the same, or so you would think. Because right here, on the first alert, it shows everything you would expect. The model number, SFA1150, the brand name, AM/FM weather band clock radio with SAME weather alert, your frequency ranges, your weather band ranges, and your power adapter information along with the FCC logo on the bottom. And it says distributed by Spectrum Merchandising International Incorporated, 4230. North Normandy Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60634, USA. Customer service hotline, 1-800-777-5331. And you have your serial number on the bottom, which indicates that this radio was made in... Oh my God! Okay, that's your answer. This radio was made in... That's what this radio was made in. But no, on the serial number, it indicates that this radio was... No, you're fine. Was released to manufacturing in September of 2014. On the first alert. I didn't even think it was that old. But the first alert apparently was manufactured, or at least my particular one was released to manufacturing in September 2014. Whereas on the Jensen, on the side, it has the serial number. They kept the formatting of the serial number the exact same way, where it says June 2022 on the Jensen. The battery covers are the same. It also has your standard device complies with Part 15 of the FCC rules, doohickey on the bottom, but with the labels. This is where it gets a little bit different. Actually, no, it's just about the same.
This is a smaller font.
Yeah, with the Jensen, it shows the model number, digital AM/FM weather band clock radio with weather alert, your frequency ranges, your weather band ranges, your power adapter information, and as you can see, Jensen and First Alert are owned by the same exact company. Spectrum Merchandising International Incorporated, 4230 North Normandy Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, and their number has not changed a bit. It's still the exact same as it is on the First Alert. The battery covers are also the same as well. And as you can see, these cheap-ass generic Publix batteries inside both radios because that's all we can afford, let alone the fact that this ass works there.
Okay.
So,
shout out to 27.
But the battery covers are the same as well. It has the protective foam on each one, although this one feels a little bit more...
Newer?
Not newer. I mean, this one feels less fluffy than this. I don't know about you, but...
There's more here.
Yeah, that one has more foam. I don't know. Bridget, feel that. This is the First Alert, and this is the Jensen.
Yeah, this is definitely higher quality, has more body. This one is a little bit more worn though. So
yeah, it feels like mesh more than anything. The programming is still relatively simple on the Jensen, but the buttons do different functions on the Jensen, which we are going to discuss. So, speaking of that, we already got past the comparison. We're going to compare the displays next, because I have a feeling that this needs to be ranted about. First Alert! You can barely see that, and that's on the highest setting! The display...
I think the batteries might have something to do with it.
But they're brand new!
No, I mean, like, because it's not being powered by...
No, even when it's powered on, it's dim as hell.
It's the same?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like I'm wearing these thick-butted glasses and I can't even see it.
Dummy thick.
Well, guess what?
Well, at least I can't be the imposter then. I can't fit in the vent.
On Among Us joke in 2022,
Oh no.
the gate's right there.
Hey Frank, Among Us! You can't even see it. You can't even see it.
Oh no!
That is fucking sus.
Why do you think working? Michael!
It's my tag thing.
Jingle bells, jingle all the... That guy's chains were jingling on the ground!
It's November.
Yeah,
Stop singing.
I know. It sounded like it. It sounded like jingle bells.
It did.
Hey, yo. Speaking of sus.
Oh God.
Do I want to know?
Baka.
Sussy pumpkin. Anyways.
Do I want to know?
No, you probably do not. Anyways, the display is next. This segment is going to be relatively quick. All the difference is that this has a brighter display, much brighter. No characters except for the time. This one does have more characters on it, but it's relatively dimmer, extremely dimmer.
And the text is white.
Yeah, whereas on here, it's black. It's monochrome.
I actually kind of like the black.
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, personally, for a 1050 hertz radio like this, it is not all that bad. It is not bad.
The only thing I'm really complaining about is the double activation.
Yeah, that's really it. So, with that, yeah, like I said, I told you it was going to be relatively quick. So, moving on to the speaker quality.
But first, this video is sponsored by Foot Palace.
In the name of Vanilla Code.
Don't show for that.
Too late, he's not gonna watch a video of it.
Oh,
We're gonna have to censor.
censored by the censoring of the censorship censors.
Sorry.
All right, the speaker quality on the Jensen JEP-725. So let's raise the antenna up. Go on Noah with a radio. Good old KHC-27.
That's our closest one. We're in Europe.
And let's see exactly what the deal is with the speaker quality. Let's test it out.
With a wireless station.
Area and the surrounding seafront of the Carolinas. The current time is 11:22 a.m. Eastern Daylight
That's the
Time.
maximum amount it can go.
These are the 11 a.m.
you're
Eastern
right.
Daylight
So it
Time
sounds-
observations for the Carolinas on Saturday, November 5th. At Rock Hill Airport, it was cloudy. The temperature was 71 degrees, the dew point 68, and the relative humidity 90%. The wind was south at 5 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.17 inches and falling. At Charlotte, it was partly sunny. The temperature was 72
Sounds
degrees,
all right to me.
the dew point 68,
sounds really
and the relative humidity 87%.
It has like this like.
The wind was south at 9
not
miles
like
an hour.
bassy. It is
The
bassy.
pressure
but
was
that's not what it's like.
30.17.
It's bassy, but it's not that bassy, but it's
At
substantial.
Gastonia, it was cloudy.
It's
The temperature
Okay.
was 69
You
degrees.
can like hear it like
At Monroe,
vibrate
it was
like
cloudy.
the top of
oh yeah, this does the same thing.
Yeah, they're basically the
Elsewhere in
same.
North
Yeah,
Carolina,
there's a little bit of
rain was
reverberation.
falling
Reverb,
with a
yeah.
temperature of 64.
It sounds really
At
good.
Fayetteville, it was
Now let's
mostly
compare
sunny
this with
a
a phone
temperature
line
of
station,
76.
WXL56.
It was cloudy with a temp of 67. It was cloudy
lot more
with
raspy.
a temperature of 65 at Knoxville, 71 at Chattanooga.
That's just
In Bristol,
it's just how it
once
is.
again at 11 a.m. at the Asheville Airport, it was 64 degrees. Light rain was falling. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the central and southern mountains, including the Asheville-Hendersonville vicinity.
That's how it is.
Today, patchy fog late this morning. Showers with areas of drizzle late this morning, then showers likely this afternoon. Breezy with highs in the upper 60s. South winds
There he is.
20 miles an hour.
That's not him,
Up to
dude.
40 miles an hour. Chance of rain 90%. Tonight, showers likely. Patchy fog after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 35 miles an hour.
Anyways, I think it
Chance of
sounds
rain
really good.
70%.
It's got like
It sounds reasonable for what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing 2 specials.
Alert.
Yeah, it's we already discussed that in season 2.
Look at that. Look at that car. Oh boy.
Confederacy. Anyways, so yeah, the speaker quality is actually not that bad.
I like it.
So moving on, we're gonna go to the reception test next. Okay, the reception on the Jensen JEP-725.
Then becoming mostly sunny.
Did you hear that?
Okay, WXL56 is having problems.
No, I think it's when you just turn on the tuner, it pops up. Listen.
Tuesday night, mostly clear.
Try it on the...
Hang on, let me try it again.
No, because I heard that on my ER too, on the way here.
Wednesday night, partly cloudy
Okay, so
until
it's
midnight,
channel 1.
then becoming mostly cloudy. The extended forecast for the listening area.
J21.
Monday,
KHC27.
partly sunny in the
Oh, is it?
morning,
Yep.
then clearing. Thunderstorms are in the forecast. this afternoon and
WNG538.
evening. Dangerous cloud to ground lightning will be possible with any of these thunderstorms.
Amazing.
And now the extended outlook for the period Sunday through Friday.
Wow, they have a
No
hazardous weather outlook
is
for once.
expected at this time. Spotter information statement, none.
None.
Why
Now
would
for the official National Weather
none.
Service for it's cloudy.
This
The
is
temperature
Bridget
was
Station
71.
WXL70.
Elsewhere in North Carolina, at Asheville.
Or should I say
working was falling
WXM Crackly 70? Because it's crackling like a bitch.
with a temperature of 76
Listen
at
to it.
Fayetteville and 79 at Wilmington.
Sounds kind
At
of like
Raleigh,
young pop
Durham,
rocks
it
and
was
Coke
partly
Cola.
sunny with a temperature of 74.
Pop rocks.
It was cloudy with a temperature of 67 at Shelby, 67 at Statesville, and 70 at Greensboro.
Shelby observation.
In South Carolina, at Columbia, it was partly sunny with
This
a
is the part
temperature
of
of
TSP
69.
where I don't know. So.
At Greenville, Spartanburg, it was cloudy.
He's admiring the
with a temperature of
championship
67.
4 contender.
Once again at 11 a.m. at the Charlotte Airport, it was
I'm more so
72
admiring how the
degrees and
tape
partly
is
sunny.
like.
Yeah, I put the tape on there because, you know, playoffs.
Forecast for the Piedmont of the
He does
Carolinas,
that every
including
season.
Charlotte and vicinity.
I have problems.
Areas of drizzle late this morning. Patchy fog late this morning. Cloudy with a chance of showers. Highs in the upper 70s. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Gusts
Well, we got something on Channel 5.
This low was 21 degrees above the normal low.
No.
45. A trace of precipitation has fallen, which brings the total to a trace. This is
That's WWF 60. Buck Mountain, North Carolina. That's a Raleigh transmitter. Yeah. No, not for me. I've gotten that. Oh God, KJY Buzzy 5. Oh God, no. KJY Fuzzy Buzzy 5. Listen.
The pressure was 30.1.
Look how awful that is.
At Gastonia, it was cloudy. The temperature was 69 degrees. At Monroe, it was cloudy. Hey, patchy fog.
And WSJ 21.
Showers likely.
My favorite station for a while.
Areas of drizzle late this morning. Then a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. Highs in the mid-70s. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chances.
So the reception is actually pretty good,
Yeah, it's not
at
bad.
least here. I'm surprised that with that small antenna, I thought it would pick less than that. But
Although, I would like to point something out. If I may have this for a second.
what is it that needs to be pointed out?
We're on Channel 5. Listen to this.
Oh yeah, when there's static, it silences it.
Yeah, it's almost like squelch.
Yeah, these new radios have built-in squelch features into it. You probably noticed it when I first tried to get Channel 5. But this one doesn't. This one does. But yeah, the thing about these newer weather radios with 1050 hertz, and even same with some to a certain degree, they will have these static silencing features, which is a rather handy feature to have, especially with reception. But we're gonna get to something else. We're gonna get into the AM/FM mode. All right, the AM/FM capabilities on the Jensen JEP-725. Go to source, and let's try AM first. We're gonna go to good old 1290 AM. WHKY.
Wasn't that
WHKY.
they didn't turn off their power last night, apparently.
They stay on all night. They don't turn off power.
They don't?
No.
Oh, you got
And we can't get it. Well, we can barely get it. No, I got it. Well, we're barely getting it. Let's try.
Did you get it?
I got it barely on here, but let's try it with the. Let's try 90.7.
Incomplete in a certain way.
clean.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, that is a message that we have been fed by beauty culture for pretty much our whole lives. I mean, to contextualize it, I like to frame beauty culture as diet culture's face-focused fraternal twin. Because I think people are really familiar with diet culture and how insidious it is and the things that it does to our minds and our self-perception. It's what diet culture does, but for your face. So like, it's totally understandable that you would feel that way. I mean, I feel that way. I put on concealer
Yes, this is NPR.
and a brow gel for this interview because I was like, maybe I'll be on camera. And you know, this is the stuff that I've been deconstructing.
Yeah, I usually just listen to NPR for the demonstrations because to avoid copyright on YouTube.
Okay, fair enough.
But either way.
I guess I just don't understand makeup.
But either way.
What is this? Whoa, jumping spider.
Where?
On your cable.
Wait, spider, where?
Oh yeah.
Where?
It's tiny. It won't hurt. It won't hurt.
There's a spider.
Aw.
Get away from me.
Aw.
I hate spiders too.
It's tiny.
That one's.
Oh yeah. I see it. It
looks
is.
like a scorpion. Well, I mean, they are
Well,
cousins, technically.
They are. There we go. He was making a web around it. No, don't. Ah.
Murderer.
No, he's just over there.
Yeah,
Yeah, there he is. Just
Yeah,
we'll let that little guy go to build another web another day. So, anyways. So yeah, that's the AM/FM mode. Now we're gonna get into the next feature, and that would be the build quality. All right, Frank, you want to help me with this?
Sure.
To describe it. So the build quality on the Jensen JEP-725.
Very, sleek. Very, unique.
Yeah, but how does it feel?
Feels
Very cheaply built, does it?
kind of, but it's like a nice cheap build. It's got that plastic, which
The plastic feels pretty sturdy, but it feels breakable on
it does feel very break. I feel like if
It
you drop
feels kind of similar to the first alert.
Yeah.
Because it's really the same exact radio.
It's the same chassis, basically.
Yeah, it is the same chassis. All they did was just change the internals a bit, put the ring on there, and boom. That's all
So
they
yeah, I
did.
feel like if you do drop this, it's gonna crack.
Or make a big old scuff. Let's test it out. No.
bad idea.
But anyways, yeah, the build quality on this thing.
Bad idea.
The build quality on this thing, you can also tell. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
It's not that bad, but if you do drop it on, say, concrete or like a floor, it's probably gonna get some damage. But on something like a carpet, it's fine. Well, I feel
Yeah.
like
Just make sure you don't have the antenna out when you drop it, otherwise that'll bend.
considering it is a rather skinny antenna, then yeah.
Oh yeah, especially at the top. But hey, regardless, the build quality is actually rather decent. So, with that out of the way, I think, unless there's anything else that I missed, I think we might be done with this radio.
Yeah, that's really all there is to it.
Unless there's something I missed, which do let me know if I did miss anything.
I don't think so. It's a really simple radio.
Oh, there he is, right here.
There we go.
Finally, the man of the hour showed up.
Let's go.
Just about when we were going to close off the episode. It's GS Piedmont 425. Nice of you to drop by. You made it barely. Nice of you to drop by, sir. with your massive news camera.
We have this.
We just finished an episode of Radio Reviews. We're about to film the outro.
Are you?
So yeah, by the way, welcome GS Piedmont 425 to the scenery. So, back to the radio. Let's go to it. So, yeah, the Jensen JEP-725. We're gonna go into the final thoughts of this radio.
Got this one out of the way.
Okay, in conclusion on the Jensen JEP-725. In comparison to the first alert, it's not exactly that bad. I mean, maybe I was a little bit harsh on it. After all, I mean, it's rather simple, but the fact that they just degraded it like that is what really upset me.
Here's what I was thinking at first. When Mitchell and Holly got
What? We're about to be ready now, hey?
Wait, we're doing it this early?
I guess we are.
All right,
Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna conclude this real quick here. First, my first thoughts on it were, but then as it grew on me pretty well. So I guess the final thoughts of it are, it's a pretty good alternative to the SFA 1150, which is extremely rare.
Yeah.
It is.
If you want to get one of these radios, they are available now. So if you want to buy it, then go right ahead and get it. So, on that note, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for future episodes of Radio Reviews. Also subscribe to Bridget Wolf, SPC Kennesaw, GS Piedmont 425 over there by the Fire Chief, and Gwinnett EAS, as we're about to watch the Sharon Thunderbolt 1000T go off for a loud test. Yeah, you might want to have them. You might want to wear them. So as she goes and proceeds to do it, thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you guys in the next episode of Radio Reviews with something rather green.